You're all very welcome. Thank you for giving over your time this evening for this webinar. We won't keep you too long. We'll give you a brief introduction around the programme, introduce some of the staff who are involved in the programme, and there will be a chance for questions at the end. Just a brief introduction on the programme. Obviously, it's fully funded by the Department of Education and Youth, so there's no cost to our students, to the participants. It's a 2-year part-time programme offered mainly online, with 2 small elements of the programme being in person on campus in the University of Limerick. The applications are open to all registered post-primary teachers with the Teaching Council of Ireland, so you need to be registered as Route 2 with the Teaching Council of Ireland, regardless of the subject that you're currently teaching. Just to let you know that the application portal is currently open. If anyone needs the link, they can contact us. We can send that link out, but I'm sure you've all been made aware of the programme page. Applications for the programme are closing on the 1st of May. So please ensure that your fully completed application has been submitted by the 1st of May. Things that are needed for your application include the declaration form, which is available through the portal, your transcript. Unless you're a student or a past student of UL, you just need to provide your UL number. We can pull up your transcripts from there. Your passport and birth cert, your teaching council certificate, and a copy of your CV. Some people will need to submit a marriage certificate if your current name is different to your name on your transcript. And if anyone needs an English competency certificate, that may need to be submitted as well. Just to let you know, successful candidates will be contacted by late May if they have been offered a place in the programme. Priority is given to out-of-field politics and societies teacher. The whole point of the programme is to upskill teachers that are currently teaching politics and society, and places are capped at 50. We currently have 50 students in our first cohort, and we'll be looking to do the same again for next year. There will be a reserve list for students who potentially have applied and weren't successful, and we'll contact those students towards late August if there is a place becomes available at a later stage. The programme will begin with an induction day on campus in the University of Limerick in early September. We don't have an exact date yet, but it's very likely to be the 5th of September, with week 1 starting on the 7th of September is when semester 1 will start for the programme. So that's it for now. I'm going to hand you over to Tim, who's the programme director or the course director, and he will just give a further run through of the programme.
You're very welcome, colleagues. This evening we have Dr. Jonathan Arlo contributing from the Department of Politics and Public Admin. We have Dr. Amy Healy from the Department of Sociology, and myself as course director for the Professional Diploma in Politics and Society for teachers. Just to give you a brief overview of the programme. The programme is managed and coordinated by the School of Education and the Graduate School and Professional Studies Department, the University of Limerick. The programme is delivered together with the School of Education, the Department of Politics and Public Admin, and the Department of Sociology. The University of Limerick's Professional Diploma in Politics and Society at Level 8 is an upskilling pathway for fully registered post-primary teachers seeking additional registration in the curricular subject of politics and society. The programme has been explicitly designed to meet national demand for teachers in this subject and to align with Teaching Council expectations for additional subject registration. The Teaching Council requires 60 credits or more across political science and sociology, supplemented by cognate areas such as international relations, philosophy, EU studies. And the programme at UL delivers substantial coverage across these domains through modules in Irish government, European governance, international relations, social inequality, globalisation and sustainable development, and foundational sociological and philosophical perspectives. And just to give you an overview of the alignment with the Teaching Council under their requirement of politics and political science. We have 2 modules, and our colleagues will briefly speak to them shortly. Also in sociology, you can see that we have substantive modules in that area as well, again fulfilling the Teaching Council requirements. Additionally, colleagues providing foundational perspectives and philosophies in the area of politics and society. We have a foundational module, Education, Schooling and Society, European Studies, Government and Politics of the EU, and aligning with the Teaching Council requirement for international relations, a module on international relations. And across all the modules, colleagues, the key competencies required for the Teaching Council, which I'm sure you are quite familiar with, are threaded and embedded throughout the modules. This offers you an overview of our modules across semester 1, semester 2 in year 1, the summer school, and then in year 2, and our modules for year 2. And I'd like to invite our colleagues, Amy, to speak briefly about the modules in sociology, and then followed by Jonathan, who will speak to the modules in politics.
Thanks so much, and good evening, everyone. Lovely to see so many of you here this evening. As you can see, in sociology, we look at things like social change, globalization, inequality, exclusion, sustainability, and development. And I've been enjoying it. I believe the teachers are too. We're doing globalization now. I was asked by Timothy and Lisa to talk a little bit about how the modules are delivered, how the program is structured. So just to give you a taste for what it would be like to be a student. We've aimed to make it really user-friendly, so everything that you need to take the modules is available on a virtual learning environment. It's called Brightspace, so all the resources you need will be there for you. All the readings, the syllabus, the instructions, announcements. It's where we post our video lectures, so it's virtual lectures, which you can access at any time. We also provide MP3 recordings, so you can listen in your car, and we try to make them short enough so that you can fit, I'll break a lecture into maybe 2 or 3 smaller parts for the students. And we provide slides as well. To encourage engagement, there are activities that we have throughout the term. This term we have 4, and these are really just short written assessments that are pass-fail to show that you're engaging with the topic. It gives you an opportunity to write your thoughts, try to bring some of the theory and the thoughts that we've been talking about into class in your own words and your own examples. We also have virtual tutorials, which I really enjoy. We meet a couple times during term online to discuss what's going on in the module. So I ask for feedback, which is great. The teachers on the program have been very, very willing to provide feedback and input on the program. We also discuss key concepts from the virtual lectures to make sure that people are understanding what they're learning or what we're intended on, and also to give us feedback to make sure we're providing the right type of instruction. And it's a great opportunity for Q&A and to present. There are projects, assessments for end of term as well, and it's an opportunity to talk about those. So I know I spoke very quickly. I'll pass it over to Jonathan. You might want to fill them in on political science.
Yeah, I'm going to give sort of a general flavor of what we are providing on our side in politics and public admin. So in semester 1, it's the government and politics in Ireland, which kind of looks at the state, the origins of the state and its political institutions, political behaviour, including the quite significant party political change in recent years, as well as public policy. The economy, foreign policy, the welfare state, and importantly, relations with the north of the islands. Then that's going to lead into semester 2, which is the modern European political thought. This is kind of looking at some of the main political philosophers of the Western tradition, which these are the ideas that we've built our states upon. Thinkers from, Plato to John Locke, John Locke, Marx, and Martin Luther King, and it kind of asks the big normative questions about what is freedom, how far is government compatible with individual freedom, when is it acceptable for people to rebel against their rulers or use political violence against perceived oppression? So these big kind of ideas. Then in international relations will be in your second year, and this module kind of looks at the big theories that can be used to analyze and understand international politics, realism, liberalism, feminism, constructivism, etc. And there'll be case studies on the big issues in international relations, such as nuclear weapons, climate change, international commerce, human rights, and what actually is, what constitutes genocide, which is topical at the moment. Then your final semester from the politics department will be government and politics of the EU, which provides students with a comprehensive introduction to the EU, its history, institutions, decision-making processes. And I believe Brexit is going to be used as a critical juncture, as the first significant reversal of the expansion and ever closer union of the European project. So in terms of assessments, quite similar to sociology, we do have e-activities where you'll be asked to comment on a relevant academic article or political essay. There's also the political essay itself still features quite prominently in terms of assessment in these modules. And then as well, I think it's important to point out that the program, it's informed by current research in political science and delivered by lecturers who work in the field. So it's designed to support teachers and bring in like the latest and most cutting edge thinking on politics into the Irish classroom. I might leave it at that, but I'm happy to answer questions later if there are any.
Great. Thank you, colleagues. And just to draw your attention as well to the education module in semester 1, education, schooling and society. That module, which is co-delivered with Helen Lowe, Dr. Helen Lowe and myself, and it aligns closely with the Leaving Certificate Politics and Society specification by providing pre-service teachers with the democratic pedagogical foundations of key educational thinkers such as Dewey, Green and Freire, and by modelling the reflective, participatory and inquiry-based methodologies required for effective politics and society teaching through its emphasis on democratic culture, critical thinking, intercultural communication and experiential learning. The module will equip you to deliver all 4 strands of the politics and society curriculum, and also with creating an inclusive and dialogic classroom environment, which is very conducive, as you're well aware, to the politics and society curriculum. So colleagues, that gives you a little flavour and overview of the programme. And this gives you a sense of how the semester is timetabled, and a little bit later we'll have a look at a sample for semester 1. But this is the current semester 2 timetable, and you can see, colleagues, that 2 modules are running simultaneously on the one evening. So the commitment to the online live in-person tutorial is a 2-hour commitment one evening in the week, and then both modules are straddled so that when one module is on, the other module won't be on, colleagues. And you can see there are some weeks where you're not actually on, but attendance at the online live tutorials is a prerequisite and a requirement, colleagues, and that's a really important feature of the programme to bear in mind with regard to your time commitment for the programme. And also there is a summer school. This year it's scheduled for the first weekend in June, Friday the 5th and the 6th. And the summer program, it serves as a pivotal experiencing, synthesizing, the learning across the first year, and also looking forward to the second year. And it offers an opportunity to integrate, the theoretical insights from the program with practical experiences engaged with over the course of the summer school, and drawing from your own experience and also from the experience and expertise of the facilitators that will be engaging as part of the summer school as well. Just to give you a little overview of some of the strengths built into our program, the depth and breadth of disciplinary knowledge alluded to by our colleagues in the overview, integrated political science and sociology with a strong cognate coverage in political thought, EU politics, international relations, globalization and sustainability, values and educational aims. The programme embeds human dignity, equality, justice, democracy, participation and sustainability, all core to the Leaving Cert subject and the Teaching Council vision of curricular competence. In terms of pedagogical translation, structured opportunities for applied and reflective learning, including a summer school to connect disciplinary knowledge and classroom delivery. The programme provides a scalable, flexible, part-time online pathway that supports schools in offering politics and society by enabling qualified teachers to gain the requisite subject registration. The portfolio is an important element in the programme, and again, the politics and society specification highlights the significance of portfolios, and that they can play a really important role enabling each learner to collect evidence about their own learning as you progress through the programme. We have embedded a portfolio into our programme, and inviting you across each and every module that you engage with to identify a key learning midway through the module, and to connect that key learning to the significance of being a politics and society teacher. And again, at the end of each module, you're invited again to identify key learning that emerged for you. And in this way, colleague, it becomes a really important golden thread through the module for you individually to collect insights that connect with you and enrich and enable you to be the best reflective practitioner that you can be for politics and society. Just a few points, colleagues, on success for the programme. And the key thing is attendance at online weekly in-person sessions is a requirement, colleagues, and attendance is monitored, and the commitment is to one evening a week, colleagues, in respect of that. And here is the sample timetable from semester 1. And again, you can see, colleagues, 2 modules are running parallel, EN 4061 and PO 4061, the politics module. And again, on average, the requirement is attendance at the online seminar for 2 hours, one evening a week, which is Tuesday. And it's similar in semester 2, colleagues. It's a Tuesday evening for the 2-hour window. And time management, colleagues, again, is a really important feature of the programme, because you are busy professionals, and the responsibility and the requirement is to allocate that time that is required to be successful in the professional diploma. Group work is a really important feature of the programme, and the opportunity to build on and develop your your own academic writing throughout the programme as well, colleagues, which will really feed into the essay writing component of your own students in politics and society. Our administrative support is provided by Lisa, who is here with us tonight and who spoke at the beginning of this session. And the email contact colleagues for any inquiries that you have following our session this evening and subsequently is pdpst@ul.ie. And just to say, colleagues, that if you decide to come on board, we look forward very much to working with you. And at this juncture, we would be very happy to take any questions or comments that you may have indicated in the chat.